All right. So again, good evening. My name is Jacqueline Fisher. I am the Senior Director of Orientation and Cultural Experiences here at Barton. I am thrilled to welcome you all here this evening and get to know you all a little bit more and let you learn more about our beautiful campus and all the programs that we have for you here at Barton. So can you all see my screen? Is it messed up? I don't feel like you can't see it. Okay, perfect. So I am going to now ask our our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Pennington, to welcome you. And then you all will also hear from your contact and admissions, Miss Caroline Combs, who will welcome you as well.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad to see you here. My name is Dr. Kevin Pennington. I have the honor and privilege of serving Barton College as the Vice President for Academic Affairs. And it's on behalf of the administration, the staff of faculty, that I get to welcome you here to Barton College. I've been in this particular role for 4 years, but I've been at the college for 20 years. And I can tell you unequivocally that one thing that is very consistent, no matter how things seem to change, one thing that is very consistent here is the commitment to of the faculty and staff to you, the students, and to your success. You're going to hear a lot of good information tonight. It's going to feel like drinking from a water hose. So just sit back, take in what you can. But I would encourage you, if you have any questions, write them down, and then reach back to the people that you're going to be meeting tonight, whether it's Jacqueline and members of her team or your faculty that you'll be meeting with, because we're here for you. We're your resource for you, not only as you start your career as a Barton Bulldog, but while you're here. We're excited to have you. We're excited to work for you. And we're even more excited about the wonderful successes you're going to have while you're here and after you graduate from Barton College. So, welcome.
Hey everybody, I'm Caroline Combs. At some point, I have spoken or emailed with every one of you, so I'm so glad we're all in the same place just for a little while tonight. I welcome you to Barton, and I'm so glad you have chosen us to continue your educational journey. Like Dr. Pennington, this summer marks 20 years I've been working at Barton. That's a chunk of time. And I hope that's a testament to how much I love this place. And I know you'll have a great experience too. You all have my contact information. So reach out or call or email if you have any follow-up questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the right person. But I'm so glad to have you all here. And I wish you all a wonderful summer term.
Thank you so much, Caroline. And again, my name is Jacqueline Fisher. I work with orientation here at Barton College. So we do have a couple of student coordinators on with us this evening. They typically work with our in-person orientation programs, but they are helping us this evening as well. You may see their names on the screen. It's listed as Aubrey Ebbers and Emma Dalton. If you have questions for them, you can ask them any questions as well. They are here to serve you this evening. Just wanted to let you all know again, we are recording this evening. If you would please make sure, if you can, that your name is listed with your first and last name. That is going to help us try to pre-assign you in the next 30 minutes or so while we're going through our campus partner information to make sure that you go into the right breakout room for your program. So if you need help, there's some tips for you. Lots of you look good that I can see right now. But we will try to put you in the right breakout room. If you don't end up going, we will help you. Don't worry about that. So again, questions will, if you don't mind, just pausing those until we get through all of the offices that want to share information with you about how we support you here at Barton College. So a couple of the things you'll hear from us about this evening are our financial aid and student financial services. And then we'll talk about technology services, our online platforms that we use, online bookstore, so how you'll actually get your books to take your classes, library services, and then support from the Office of Academic and Career Planning as well. Then we are going to break you out into your room respective to your program. So all education programs will go into a room together. Master of School Administration will have a room, and then we will have social work students, our RN to BSN students, and if you are a traditional transfer student coming in for nursing as well, we do have a breakout room for you. And then healthcare administration student will go into a breakout room. So we're going to kick it off with the offices of financial aid and our student financial services. So I want to turn it over to Ms. Cooper.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Good evening, everyone. My name is LaShawn Cooper. I am the Director of Financial Aid here at Barton College, and I've been here with you, the college, almost 2 years. I think it will be coming in September. Those were 2 very quick years, but they've been good years to me, and I've enjoyed every minute of it here. So, I'd just like to tell you briefly, as you can see, I'll give you an overview of some of the subjects that I cover, as well as the Assistant Director, Jared Peterson. As you can see here, state and federal grants are one of my specialties, as well as the verification. You may complete your FAFSA and get selected for a process known as verification. It is not an audit. It does not mean you've done anything incorrectly. It's just a process that gives us an opportunity to check what you presented on your FAFSA against the actual documentation. Luckily, in the past couple of years, we've noticed a very large decrease in the request for verification, which relieves some of your stress as well as ours in the office as well. So it works on both our ends. But if that is a process that you are randomly selected for, please do not panic. Just follow up with us here in the office, whether it's through email or phone call, and we'll be happy to assist you and specify what we need from you. And of course, if there are things that are requested from you, I would encourage you to get that in as soon as you can, because as soon as you respond to us, the quicker we can respond to you. Federal work study, that is one of the resources, is considered self-help. So you may see it as part of your award package. We don't calculate that into your, we don't deduct it from your overall charges, because if you choose to work, you're paid directly. It does not go against your charges, but you have the option to seek a job if you're offered the federal work study. There may be other options for work on campus beyond the work study. So don't be discouraged, again, if you do not qualify for the work study, but you are still interested in a job here on campus, because that still would be an option for you. Jared Peterson, our Assistant Director, he specializes in our federal and private loans, which is the bulk of the aid that is offered during the summer term. So we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Satisfactory academic progress is another item that he oversees. That just makes sure that everyone stays in good standing. If not, we keep an eye on that to make sure that you remain in good standing. Tuition remission is another specialty that he oversees. And anything that was not mentioned here, typically he and I work together, put forth team efforts to take care of those matters for you. Jasmine Wheeler is our financial aid coordinator, and she's probably the first point of contact that you'll see or hear if you call our office. So far as being able to access your financial aid, you would access your portal, and here is how you would navigate finding your information, from student information to financial aid information, where you will find the award letter. Now, let's say if you were enrolled for a course this past fall or spring, and you decide to enroll for summer, you're going to see 3 sections on your award letter. That may get a little confusing, but it is specified. Again, if you retrieve your information here and it's a little confusing, again, please do not hesitate to follow up with us. Email is probably more convenient for you, and that's certainly okay with us. And we try to be very prompt in our response to you with any questions or concerns you have about it. Again, for the summer, 24-25 FAFSA is required. That too can be confusing because we're currently June 2025. Most people think, okay, 25-26 is what I need, but logic doesn't work here, and rarely does it ever work in financial aid. However, you will need to complete the 24-25 free application for federal student aid, which you probably know better as the FAFSA, if you are planning to enroll for summer. So make sure that you've completed that particular FAFSA. You may have completed one, maybe not sure which year it was. I'd encourage you to go back to the site just to make sure, because we have had several students to call to check on the status for their summer aid, only to find out we didn't see anything because they completed the 25-26 FAFSA. No need to feel bad or be frustrated by it, because this is somewhat a time where it can be confusing because they overlap with one another. So it does not hurt to check. And of course, the FAFSA is the foundation for the process of a federal student loan. So if you're anticipating the student loan for the summer, you would need one to be enrolled for at least 6 credit hours to get the federal direct student loan. But a minute ago, I also mentioned private loans. Those two would require 6 credit hours. However, that process would be a little different, and you'd have a few more options of lenders to choose from. And that's when Jared Peterson, our assistant director, could assist you in maybe selecting one lender over another, or at least sharing information with you to help you make your own decision of how you want to move forward with the loan. Fastweb.com is a very common and used resource that we share with students, and encourage you all to check the site out in order to seek outside scholarships. During the summer, it may be limited of what they provide, but I would still encourage you to take a look, because you never know, and you wouldn't know unless you go out to check those websites out. And loans before, and that's fine right there, Jacqueline, you're fine. I just want to mention for the summer, if it is a dependent student where you're using your parents' information on the FAFSA and you are taking at least 6 credits, you would have the option to consider a parent plus loan as well. So again, just want to give you an overview, but contact information is coming, and I would encourage you to write these numbers down. If you choose to call our office, the 6323 is the direct number, and Ms. Jasmine will get you directed to the appropriate person so that we can assist you with any questions or concerns you have. Again, if email is more convenient, we will correspond with you that way as well. So we wish you all the best of luck, and we're here if you need us.
Thank you so much, LaShawn. All right, we're going to turn it over to our friend Crystal Mitchell to talk about all things student accounts.
Good evening, New Bulldogs. My name is Crystal Mitchell. I'm the Director of Student Financial Services here at the college. The student accounts, the Student Financial Service Assistant is Miss Julia Harold. Our contact information is listed here, and it'll also be listed at the end of this presentation. So what do? We basically manage your accounts. If you're registered for summer already, you may have received emails from our office letting you know, hey, your account has been updated, or hey, your account is not ready to be reviewed, so you can go online to make your pay your balance. So we prepare the billing statements for you by updating your charges, and once your financial aid is finalized, you'll see that on your account as well. We process weekly credit balance refunds. That means when your financial aid cover all your charges, the refunds will be processed 14 days after the credit hits your student account. And lastly, we also counsel students on how to make payments towards their account. We may do payment plans, or we may refer you to the financial aid office if you have further questions that our office cannot answer. How to pay. Number one is through financial aid. If you've done everything that you need to do to cover your student account balance, then the financial aid will post to your account. It will either zero out your account or leave a credit. So that's the first way to how to pay on your student account. Second way would be through the GI Bill or VA benefits. If you have VA benefits such as Chapter 31 or Chapter 33, I think it's one more chapter. I'm not too sure what the name of it is because I'm not the rep for that. But I can refer you to Ms. Sheila Mills. She handles all VA benefits. Then that would take care of your account and you wouldn't owe us anything out of pocket. Third way to pay is paid all in full. We've come up on our deadline as of June 1st, even though classes start on June 9th, but you'll have to pay your bill by the 1st of before the classes start anyway. We take checks, cashier's checks, money orders, credit cards, all major credit cards. You can call our office at the number that we had at the beginning of the slide of the presentations, and then we can take the payment over the phone, or you can do it by our third-party payment plan, which is your fourth way to pay. During the summer months, you have a 2-month payment plan that began on June 1st, and your last payment will be due by July 1st. So there is a $50 enrollment fee that does not go towards your student account balance, and they'll divide the payments over the summer into two. During the regular school year, there's a $50 enrollment fee, and your payments can be divided into 5 payments. First payment due August 1st, last payment due December 1st. So during the regular school year, which will be in August, we do offer book vouchers. Book vouchers are given to students who have a credit on their student account, meaning their financial aid paid for all of their charges and left a remaining credit. So we'll contact you via email to let you know what your book voucher ID is, and you will go online to purchase your books. Dr. Kaiser will let you know further information about how to log on and how to search books later in tonight. And lastly, credit balance refunds. I briefly touched on this. The first batch of refunds will be processed 14 days after the first day of class. So once we verify that you attended class for 2 weeks, your book vouchers will close. We will process all your student account all your aid on your student account to verify that you were here, and we'll process the refunds. We do not do direct deposit. I apologize for that. However, we physically have checks. You'll receive an email from my office to let you know when the check is available. You can respond to the email and request it to be mailed, or you may stop by our office with your ID to pick up your check. Again, this is our contact information. Our emails are monitored by me. The phones are monitored by Julia, and we're located in 2 different locations, in the cashier's office in 113, and I'm located in 117.
Thank you so much, Crystal.
No problem.
All right. So we're going to now hear from Antonio, who is going to talk to us about all of your technology service opportunities, even as an online student.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? My name is Antonio Diaz Sandoval. My role with the IT department is tech support. I supervise the help desk and provide assistance with general range subject of tickets. Our team consists of David Graybill, who is the executive director, Eduardo Reese, who is our network system analyst, and David Griswold, who is our database analyst. All Barton users have a one login account, which gives them access to a portal of applications. To gain access, you simply sign in with the username and password you were provided with. The username consists of the beginning portion of your email, everything before the @ Some users tend to use their email address here, which is okay. It's sometimes a bit confusing, but you would just use everything before the @ symbol here. Once you're signed in, you'll be brought to this page. This is your portal. By default, frequently used apps are on the cover page. These may include Campus Connect, Canvas, Google Suite, Office 365, and more. It just depends what you use on a frequent basis. At the top right of the screen, you'll notice the profile icon. Here you can customize your profile and also change your password or security methods. So next, here when signing in onto your one login, you are required to set up an MFA method to continue. Not only are MFAs crucial to help keep your account secured, but they also allow you to change your password without having to reach out to us. We are here to help. However, we are in office Monday through Thursday on summers from 8:30 to 5 p.m. And if it were to happen or happen to be at 11 p.m. at night and you happen to have a quiz or an exam and you can't contact us or reach out to us and you need to change your password for whatever reason, having this MFA, whether it's SMS, Google Authenticator, or One App Protect, this will allow you to change your password. You can just navigate to barton.onelogin.com. You can click Forgot Password, and you can just follow the prompts, enter your code, and change your password yourself without having to reach out to us. So Google Suite is one of the things that you'll find on your portal page in One Login. This is a bundle that is free to students. We suggest backing up a lot of important information and documents to Google Drive, which we offer 500 gigabytes of storage. Backing up constantly and on a frequent basis to your Google Drive will help protect any of your important documents to schoolwork in case something were to happen to your local computer. It also comes with the shareable calendar app. You could share your calendar with your peers, plan out dates out into the future. This also includes full access versions to docs, sheets, and slides. These allow you to share and edit live with other classmates and or instructors for projects and note taking. We also provide Microsoft products. These are also free. Some users have a preference between Microsoft and Google. So you're welcome to use whichever, or if you want to use both, you're more than likely to use it. You can use both if you like. This again is free to students. You can use Office products in the cloud, aka online, or whether you want to search Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint, or if you'd like to install applications on your computer or on your phone, you can do so as well. Student licenses renew each year and don't expire until that year is over. Though a majority of the classes are online during summer, if you ever find yourself near campus and rather have a face-to-face assistance, the IT department is located on the ground floor of Harper Hall. We are here Monday to Thursday on summer from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. You could also submit a support ticket by emailing support@barton.edu, with the subject being the issue that you're experiencing, along with a brief description of the problem you're experiencing. Any information helps. The more descriptive you are, the quicker we can help provide a solution. Or you could always give us a call to our help desk at 252-399-6436, and anyone available will be happy to help. Thank you and best of luck.
Thank you so much, Antonio. I am going to go through our learning management system for just a couple of moments and make sure that you all know some of the highlights that you need as a student for Canvas. So I'm sure that you all have used more than likely some sort of learning management system to submit work. Maybe our teacher students, our education students may have used it on both sides of the board, so that as a teacher or as a student. So just so to give you a couple of highlights, on your dashboard, you will see your courses that are published. The courses will be published by the first day of class, and then you can go through and see all of your course, all the information in the courses. Some professors will start publishing early, very early for you, but just know that they are going to be published. They should be published in the coming days. So just an example of the options that you have on your dashboard. You will see this is actually Dr. Pennington's dashboard. So he has, as an example, an honors class and then a chemistry class down there at the bottom. So any classes that you are enrolled in, again, that are published, you will be able to click on those large tiles there to get directly to the class. You can also click on this courses button and see more of your classes in a different view. The published courses, your calendar is there, which you can actually sync your Canvas calendar to your Google Calendar. So if you have your notifications set up, which I'll talk about in just a minute, you'll be able to integrate any course information into your daily calendar that you use. Your inbox, you can send messages to faculty members and classmates, as well as receive announcements from faculty. So that inbox is important to check frequently. And then you will also see down at the bottom that help button. Antonio can help you with anything. Barton One login, he can help you navigate a lot of things, but unfortunately, Antonio and the IT staff cannot help you with Canvas. If you need any help with Canvas, you need to email or you need to click on that help button. If it's regarding an assignment, or something specific about work in the course, please email your faculty member. But if you're having trouble with Canvas itself, please use that help button. They are very responsive. They've always been very helpful. So that is how you'll get some help specifically for the Canvas app. So when we look at Canvas big picture, all courses should be set up in modules. So you should be able to see the content is broken out in different modules for you to be able to understand it a little bit easier of where your information is. Some of the other things that you'll see within each course, the announcements, you can also see the library resources, which you are going to hear from Nija here in a couple of minutes about resources available to you. The assignments tab is very important. You can click there and see all of your assignments that are published from your faculty member. You can also go down to the grades option and you should be able to see grades that are submitted. And then there's also an option for tutoring help. So we are in the process of finding a different vendor respectively for online tutoring services. But when that vendor has been established and we've decided on a new and helpful vendor for us to give to our students for online tutoring help, you will, I'm sure, get an email about that. But that is an option for you to click on in Canvas as well, is to get tutoring help for pretty much any subject that we offer. So I really want to encourage you to set up your notifications. Setting up your notifications on your phone and in your actual email settings are different. So when you set up your notifications on your to come to your email, you may not set up the same notification profile to go to your phone. I've been on both sides of this here at Barton, and I can tell you those announcements are very, very important. So you want to make sure that you have those push notifications set up. If a faculty member hypothetically has a assignment due on a Sunday evening and the faculty member has something come up or decides maybe you need a couple of extra days to work on that assignment, they are going to probably send you an announcement through Canvas to say, hey, you've got an extra 24 hours. You really want to get that notification, right? You want to know that you've got a little bit more time. So setting up your push notifications for your specific device is very important. You can download the app from your App Store or your Google Play Store, but definitely set up those notifications. You can also set up your notifications in your email to get weekly summaries. I loved getting a weekly summary from Canvas when I was a student, just to kind of go back through and make sure I haven't missed anything or make sure, that I am looking forward for everything as well with assignments. So if you do need help, again, with Canvas, I want to encourage you to use that help button that was on the screen before, but also want to show you that there's a phone number here. If anything specific for the material, again, speak to your instructor, email your instructor, or call your instructor, but please use the Canvas help desk. They are absolutely phenomenal with any support that any students ever needed from my experiences, hearing experiences. So, all right. So I'll talk about Campus Connect for a couple of moments as well. You all have been through Campus Connect through the application portal, but this is also very important for you to know because you will use Campus Connect when you register for classes. It's also how, as LaShawn mentioned earlier, you can find your statement, your financial aid statement. Some of the tabs you'll use the most are the academic info tab, the TECO tab, the student info tab, are the student info tab, honestly, and the academic info tab are the ones that you will use the most. You can find lots of information through the different, once you click on each, you can't mess Campus Connect up. If you just go through and explore and see the different things that are available through each of these tabs. As an example, the student info tab, you can find your course schedule. So as soon as your advisor registers you for your courses, you will be able to see them pop up there on your screen. You will also be able on the Campus Connect student info option is where you can see your business office information, as LaShawn mentioned, your financial aid information. You can also download an unofficial transcript from your student info tab. So again, go through Campus Connect. You can have a little bit of fun with it, just learning through. If you have questions about anything in Campus Connect, your faculty members can help you. I'm happy to help you. If you have questions respectively, just send us an email and we'll help navigate you through Campus Connect. So once you found your schedule in Campus Connect, you are going to need to buy your books, whether they be virtual books or hard books. So I would now like to introduce Dr. Liz Kaiser, who's going to give you some information about our online bookstore.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Yes, so I'm Dr. Liz Kaiser. I'm Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs and Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities. And part of what I help folks navigate at Barton is our virtual bookstore. So our bookstore is online, and if you're familiar, as most of us are these days with online shopping, you will just be able to log in, see your courses, see the books, put them in your cart, and check out. So this is our homepage for the virtual bookstore. The direct link is right there at the bottom, barton.textbookx.com. We partner with Vital Source, formerly Academos, but again, it is our virtual bookstore. We have a campus store on campus, but it's more for your swag items, your t-shirts, your coffee mugs, your hats, and things like that. So you will use your Barton username and password to log in. And when you log in, you'll see your courses listed there on the left-hand side. You'll have a welcome message. And then on the next slide, you'll see the textbooks associated with each of those courses listed in the middle. So again, you can just sort of see that list of courses on that left-hand side. And then, for example, the Bio 2211 course has a couple of different options there for textbooks and formats of textbooks. So if your professor has said that there is a text required for the course, and there could be more than one, you sometimes will have a variety of different formats to choose from. Now, again, depending on the course and depending on the professor, you may only have the option to buy the textbook brand new and that's it. Like there's no virtual ebook option. Again, it depends on the course and the professor's textbook choice. But in many cases, you're going to have a plethora of options to choose from, which you can see there on the right in that red box that's being outlined. So format wise, you might have different options to have that print text in your hand, brand new, or you can get it used. Used is obviously going to be cheaper, as you can see here in this example. I'm going to skip over Marketplace for just a second and look at rent. If you don't want to keep the book forever, let's say, you can rent the book for just the semester. Or if you don't feel like you need to have the book in your hand and flip through the pages and make the notes that way, you can get an ebook. Now, if those prices aren't working for you, you can see that Marketplace has the cheapest option there. So let me talk a little bit about Marketplace. Marketplace is like going to Amazon. They are Vital Source approved reps that we can source textbooks from. And, you can see just from that little bitty blurb that there's 21 other sellers, including Amazon, where we can get these texts from. The only issue with potentially going with a marketplace seller is that the shipping can take a little bit longer. If you were to choose on this screen the new, the used, the rent, or the ebook, well, the ebook is going to come pretty much automatically. The rental and the new and used will come within a couple of business days. For the marketplace, if you wait to the last minute to order your books, you could be waiting quite a bit, which could put you in a bit of a pickle in one of your classes. So again, when you log in, you're going to see your courses listed on that left-hand side. Any books associated with each course will be in the middle. And if you have some textbook buying options, you'll see those pretty clearly listed out, one right underneath the other there as well. Now, if you log in and there's not a textbook associated with the course, typically there's a note that says the professor is using like online educational resources, OER, or they have a book that maybe there's a course fee associated with the course and you'll get the book on day one. So there could be a couple of reasons why a textbook is not listed. But if you have any questions, your best course of action is to always just ask the professor, send an email and ask specifically, or log into Canvas and look at the syllabus where the textbook should also be listed. So that's what the internal piece of the textbook selection looks like. And as you can see, someone has gone ahead and clicked the new button. And so it will just go right into the cart. And then you can pay just like sorry, Jacqueline, you could pay just like you would, if you were buying on Amazon, put in whatever information you want to buy. And you can have it shipped either to your house or to campus if you were living on campus. But summer term, have it shipped to your house. If it's hard copy, if it's virtual, it will go to you in email. One last thing that I want to say about that login page, if you don't mind going backwards for me, Jacqueline, I'm sorry. The login page at the very beginning, one more, there is a help button at the top. So that help button is very useful if you get into a pickle with your textbooks, particularly even your ebooks. When you click on help, if you're logged in, you click on help, your e-library is found under that link. And there is also a chat resource there that you can use as well. Okay, so to wrap up the online virtual textbook ordering process is that, again, we partner with Vital Source. It is all online. You'll shop, you'll put it in your cart, you'll check out. All of your course materials are there. We have a variety of options, as I showed you. Again, it's just sort of course and professor dependent. And then we do have 24/7 help during the school year. So I am more than happy to put you in contact with someone from Vital Source for help. But again, that help button on that homepage is also super useful. And if you have any information, if you have any questions, that is my information. and we look forward to having you here. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Kaiser. With having your textbooks, you also may need some additional resources. So we are going to now hear from Nija, one of our librarians, who is going to talk about everything that you can use from the Hackney Library.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nisha Spade, and I'm the Technology and Grants Librarian at Barton College. And today I'm going to share with y'all some resources that will be very helpful as you start your summer classes. So this is my team. We have Rich Bulling, who he's Collections and Access Services Librarian. Norma Williams, who's Associate for Collections. Oh, I'm sorry. She is she handles interlibrary loans, and she also handles the student workers, the library student workers. And again, I'm not just Spade, I'm the Technology and Grants Librarian. So our library website will be very helpful for you all when you start your classes. As you can see, this is a screenshot of the homepage. You have online access 24/7 to all our research databases. When you do go and access them, you'll be asked to log in with using your username and password. And it's the same way as you would log into Barton One Login. So you would type in for username your first initial, middle initial if you have, and then your last name, and then whatever the password is that you created. You will mainly use, as you see, there's 4 tabs: library information, research for classes, subjects, courses and topics, and citation tests and other help. So you would mostly use the last 3 tabs. So research for classes is where you'll find your our A to Z databases. What is cool, so we have 318 databases. Of course, you will not use all 318. So when you go on there, you can narrow your search. So let's say if you were looking for a database related to psychology, there's a tab that says subjects, and then if you scroll down, it has every subject listed, and then you can click psychology, and you'll only see the psychology databases. So it's very user friendly when you're looking for the database. For subjects, courses, and topics, we have a list of LibGuides in all subject areas. We also have some special subject guides as well. We also have a list of courses, specific courses, where I give you information on ebooks that will be helpful for you, physical books, videos, any information that will be helpful in your schoolwork. And also for topics specific, like how to find an ebook, also like or how to, or search tricks and tips. That will be helpful too if searching for information is not your strength. These are helpful tools for you to help you with that as well. And then we also have citation tests and other help. So you can find information on MLA, APA, Chicago. All that information is there to help you format your paper correctly. So even though most of you all may not step on campus, if you do, of course, we are here. My team and I will be there for you to help you every step of the way. But if you have no plans to come to Hackney Library, we can still assist you either by phone or through email with either citing sources, if using a APA or MLA or Chicago guide is not working for you. If you need one of us to help you walk through that, we'd be more than happy to do that for you. If there is a particular book that you need, let's say, for instance, if you looked on our library catalog and saw that there was a book that you could not find in our collection, we can Miss Norma Williams, she can go on what we call OCLC, and that's a database where you can find a school or a library that has that book, and she can request it, and it gets mailed to us, and then we have it here waiting for you to pick up. And but you have it for a short amount of time based on the library that loaned us that book. So I think it may be 2 or 3 weeks you may be able to have that book if you so choose to use interlibrary loans. And also, if you happen to be on campus, please also check out our rare book room and special archival collection. Our rare book room, we have mainly like English and Scottish books. We have some really neat stuff in that room. We have like a page from the 1400s from a book called The Book of Hours, which was like a medieval book. We also have some works by William Shakespeare. There was a book of 4 of his works that was published in like 1702, something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff. So if you ever come to Hackney Library, please check that out. And again, we also have our special archival collection, like a North Carolina collection, and our Display collection, and our college archives. So during the summer, we are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Of course, our subject to change. Like for instance, we're like closed during holidays, like 4th of July. But during when you enter into the fall semester and spring semester, we are open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And again, online access to resources is 24/7. So again, if you happen to just stop by Hackney Library, our first floor, we have a Learning Commons, which is a nice area for you to study. We have a learning cafe, which is you have a snack machine and beverages there, and it's just a nice space to study. Now, it is also an area where you're allowed to talk and have conversation and get a little loud. So if you need a more quiet area, the second floor would probably be your best option. And we have individual study rooms, and we also have group study rooms if you happen to come with a study group. And that's also where our rare book room and our archival collection is. So again, if you need us, need me or my team for help, like again, whether it's citations or help finding a book, whatever the case may be, related to our resources, you can get like I said, drop in if you happen to be around. If not, please call us at 252-399-6500, or you can email us at library@barton.edu, and that email will be immediately sent to all 3 of our email inboxes. And again, you can also go to barton.libguides.com and go to the help page, which is that last tab, the citations and other help tab, and that's where our help page is. And that's another great resource if for whatever reason you can't reach us, or it may be a day that we might be closed. That's all I have to share with y'all. Again, if you have any questions or comments, again, just please contact us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nija. All right. Now, one of my favorite people on campus, Miss Angie Walston, is going to talk to you about some services that you can access through the Office of Academic and Career Planning.
Thanks, Jacqueline. I'm happy to share information about the Office of Academic and Career Planning, which on campus is located actually in the Library Commons, and it's often known as OACP. So if you hear the terms Academic and Career Planning or OACP, one and the same. And we focus on three main areas of support for students, academic advising and degree planning. Academic support in the form of tutoring and academic coaching and career planning. We have three staffs that you can contact in order to connect with those resources, and we're pictured here along with our areas of specialty, but we're happy to help in any of those areas that I mentioned. And so I'll spend just a few minutes going into more detail about those different resources that are available to you throughout your time at Barton. I like to think of them in stages in which you might need them. So as you're discovering your academic and career path, we are offering academic advising and support, as well as career advising directly in our office and in partnership with your faculty advisor in your program. So that's a person who you're going to meet with and really plan out your path to graduation and talk about your goals. And we support them in their work, as well as provide a secondary resource for students. So if they're not available or you have a question, we often get referrals from faculty advisors, as well as direct contact from students. We offer during that discovery phase also for our students Pathway U, which is an online career exploration program. Like other career assessments you may have interacted with, you take a series of career assessments answering questions about your interests, your workplace preferences, your values, and get matched up with some careers that may be a good fit for you. But even beyond that, to gather career information that may be helpful with you as you're narrowing down your focus within your degree program. We also know how important it is for students to get experience while they're at Barton, and we want you to be able to do that in a few different ways. We do offer, as LaShawn mentioned in her presentation about financial aid, both federal and non-federal student employee opportunities. And those also sometimes take place off campus with our nonprofit partners through our community work study programs. There are a variety of ways to get experience through student employment, and our office coordinates the listing of those opportunities. We also partner with faculty and academic programs on internship opportunities for our students, and have recently partnered with Parker Dewey to provide micro internship opportunities for students. These are internships that last between 10 days and 4 weeks, and they're often remote and can just be an extra boost to your resume or help you determine if a particular career field or organization is something that's of interest to you. As you are going through all of those processes, you often need to be prepared to interact with employers. And so we are here to assist with resume writing, cover letter writing, interview practice, and developing LinkedIn accounts, either through individual conversations with you or some online resources that we have available. Those online resources extend into helping you connect with employers and potential opportunities after graduation. One large resource that we offer that is available to you through your One Login account is Handshake. And Handshake is a career management system not only used by Barton, but by several colleges and universities across the U.S. And it provides opportunities to connect in virtual events with employers, to look at jobs and internship postings. And so it's a great resource to you. It's available to you now, in fact. And we can also connect you on campus. So you're welcome to come to campus anytime when we're having career events and career fairs to connect you with employers. We can connect you to our alumni network throughout the U.S., as well as help you think about job search strategies. I will briefly also mention an online resource that Dr. Pennington put into the chat, Brain Fuse, which will be our new online tutoring resource, which should be available to you starting this summer as well. As I mentioned earlier, you can physically find us in the library, or you are invited to reach out to us. Jacqueline, I think on the next slide is our contact information. You can reach us by phone or email, or find us in your Gmail, any of our individual emails, and reach out to us that way. And we look forward to working with you.